Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Filler segment. I'm your host, Brian, along with my tag team partner, Will the Real Deal Richmond. Thanks for tuning in to today's episode. We got a special next 2 weeks going on. We're going to be covering today. We're going to do our March Madness bracket. What we think is going to be our March Madness. We're not doing the first four, but we're going to do 64 wrestlers seeded 1 through 16. It's our opinion. So if you have opinion, please let us know, and we can have a dialogue. Before we crack on with today's episode, just a reminder, you can support the podcast on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, X, and Twitch. And I think I'm going to start putting it on Spotify and Apple. For the listeners that drive around the car, so they don't have to go to YouTube, But, yeah, we're going to be kicking the show off today, guys. Sorry for the last few weeks. We haven't recorded. We had some life has been lifing, so it had other stuff came up and we couldn't make the time to do this. So we're gonna make our time now. Everything's smooth sailing. You see the setup behind me. I got my belts in the back. I got the AEW, the Triple B, as MJF called it, the big beautiful belt. Oh, my Intercontinental. I should have put the big wing up there too.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was going to put it on.
Up there. There's a top shelf up there.
Yeah.
You can squeeze it in, make it fit.
I think so, yeah. But I really think
you don't want to cover up. I don't know what's in that frame back there behind it.
That's my son's high school diploma.
Okay, well, yeah, you don't want to cover that up. You have to make some room. Definitely make some room.
But let's talk about that. I want to talk about a little bit about this basketball going on right now, since we're gonna do a Selection Sunday show. I just want to shout out to my, we'll see. This could come out.
So far, I didn't even watch the first round. Okay, so I turned on the game, Norfolk State, and I thought about you because I know that's a little close to home on both fronts, hometown, and then Norfolk. You spend a lot of time there, so yeah. I knew that you weren't I knew you weren't torn, but there was some type of divide. No, not at all. But when I legit, it was 51-21 when I looked at the score. I'm like, there's no need for me to watch this. Yeah. This is your typical 1 versus 16 like it was growing up when we used to see UNLV put up 120 in the tournament and stuff like that. So it really wasn't no need for me to, you know what I'm saying? There was no threat of an upset.
But I think there haven't been that many upsets as there normally is.
No, I picked 2 or 3, and I got both of them wrong, or all of them wrong. I picked Grand Canyon because that's where my wife is going to school right now.
Oh, nice.
And they lost. Yep. And then I picked whoever played Texas A&M. I forgot. I think it was UNC Wilmington because I was reading. Yeah, I picked Yale too because Yale. There's a gentleman on. They play Texas A&M first.
Yeah, I picked Yale too. I lost that one, but
there's a kid that used to play in one of the programs that I used to coach. That's a senior at Yale. Can't pronounce his last name. The tall kid, number 4, his first name is John. Lefty. Real smooth game. He's graduating this year. But, he played in a couple of programs that I used to coach. And I didn't coach him himself, but I have, had some interaction with him. And, they had some success throughout his time at Yale. So, I picked him to win just based off of that personal relationship I had with him. And, didn't work out for him. But nonetheless, he had a pretty good career. And he's getting an Ivy League degree in a couple months. So you can't really be mad at that.
Yeah,
but I mean,
Arkansas up on St. Johnny's right now by 8 points with 15 minutes left in the game.
Now, listen, I'm not the biggest John Calipari fan, but I do want to thank him for beating Kansas because if it's one program that I don't like just as much as or more than Duke, it's Kansas. So thank you, John Calipari, for getting rid of them damn Jayhawks for me early this year. I don't have to listen to all that rock chalk BS and look at Bill Self's face. And just not a Kansas fan. Wasn't a Kansas fan in the 80s and the 90s. Never really liked Kansas. So thank you, John Calipari. Appreciate it.
I think Bill Self's on his way down now. So
listen, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. It's about that time for all of these older coaches to kind of rotate out. Hang it up.
All right.
That money that they've been making all these years.
So, enough of the basketball talk right now. Let's talk about our basketball, our wrestling, our selections Saturday, but it will come out Monday. But the reminder, this will be on Monday, ready to go. So we got the first overall seed coming up right now in the South bracket. We have number 1 seed John Cena playing the number 16 seed R-Truth, his childhood
Hero.
hero.
Yeah, I went with this matchup because of obvious reasons. You know, John's always gonna be a number 1 seed in everybody's eyes. He's up there in the GOAT conversation for, you know, professional wrestlers, greatest professional wrestlers of all time. And I think it would be fun. Like, I really hope that through this whole, you know, farewell tour, we get a John Cena R-Truth match, like a serious John Cena R-Truth match. So,
Oh, not that 6-man tag they had
no,
with him, the Miz.
Oh no, no, no. I thought you
Remember that?
I do, but no.
Yeah.
I want to see. Like, I'm kind of trying to speak this into existence because, you know, whatever people put on the internet seems to make it to the ears of Titan Tower, which is why we're getting a pointless ass triple threat at WrestleMania. But neither here nor there.
For nothing.
Yeah, for nothing. Just, you know, hey, I beat you and I beat you. So yeah, I'm really I was really intrigued when I was doing the brackets about a possible John Cena R-Truth matchup. So now we get to fantasy book it. So that is what's kicking us off.
Oh yeah. All right, coming in the number 2 seed in the South, we have number 2 seed Sting going 1-on-1 with Mr. Yeet Jey Uso.
I really feel like this would be a great one.
We could have another. This could be a 15 seed upset like we've had in the past.
It could be, but you know what though? Like, I didn't really specify, so let's go ahead and specify for the people watching, because there's gonna be, you know, some questions asked. Which Sting are we going with here? We going Surfer Sting? We going Crow Sting? We going Joker Sting? We going?
I'm going WCW versus NWO Sting.
Okay, we're not going AEW Senior Citizen Sting.
No, he would be a number 2 seed. He wouldn't even be in the tournament.
So we going Starrcade '97 Sting?
Yeah, I think so. I think that was his best, right?
That's best. Yeah, that was my favorite version of Sting. But I do. Yeah, that was okay. Against the current version of Jey Uso, should be interesting. Man, could be an interesting matchup. We definitely could see an upset. You know, just based off of how Jay's being booked, and if we're booking the way that the way Jay's being booked, you know, it's going to be a bracket buster, man. But I think that this one would be a fun match, contrasting styles.
Hey, man, I'm just trying to tell you, this could be a bracket buster. I'm just putting
that out. It really could. I like this matchup a lot, though. I really do.
Yeah, Mr. Yeet himself.
Yeah, Yeet. All right. Frosted Mini Yeets.
Yeah. Oh, he does have the cereal now, right?
I think that was AI, but it was still.
I mean, he could.
Yeeties and Frosted Mini Yeets. Yeah, well, I wouldn't eat it, but I'd buy it though. I would.
New Day had the cereal, and that was a real cereal.
It was a real cereal, and I never bought any, and I'm mad at myself for that too.
I know. Okay.
Right, so moving forward, number 3 we still in the South region here.
We're in the South region right now.
Number 3 in the South region, Well, I don't want to call him Mr. 305 because he ain't Pitbull, but out of Miami, Florida himself, we have Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson at the number 3 against. Ooh,
we could have another upset.
A very, very tough 14 seed in Samoa Joe.
Oh, man.
This one in like 05 would have been a banger.
Yep.
This is Rock against TNA Samoa Joe. That one would have. I think that one would have drew.
Is that what we're going with? TNA Samoa Joe versus
05 Rock. Then if we going TNA Samoa Joe versus 05 Rock, I'm going with Samoa Joe on this one. I'm sorry.
Hey, you got to tune in next week to find out if we got another upset. Well, South region might be the upset region to have.
It's looking it's looking like it's a two. I'm looking at the rest of the. Ooh-wee.
You know, Warren Sapp said I saw a couple clips. He did an interview with Vlad.
Can't stand Vlad.
I know, but he was doing the interview with Vlad. He said The Rock never been back to Miami since he left the school, or he never came back with the rest of the boys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's not a good look, Dwayne. It's not a good look.
He tried to say that was he above the depth chart on Warren Sapp? He said Dewey has never ever started over me on any damn chart.
The fact that he called him Dewey, though.
Yeah, both of them called him Dewey.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Don't be surprised if that gets back to the Rock and University of Miami is all of a sudden wearing Under Armour.
So they said, shout out Rich, Miami fan and wrestling fan out of Jacksonville. Rich, he's a Miami fan. But yeah, they need to get rid of the Adidas they got because Adidas sucks for football.
Adidas is trash. Adidas is trash for anything. I'm still mad at them for what they did to Tracy McGrady and Derrick Rose. I'm never going to be able to forgive y'all.
Yeah,
especially for what y'all did to Derrick Rose.
All right, you want to go do the? You going to go announce the next one? We'll just do 2 and 2. 2 and 2.
Yes, sir. So okay. Back in the South region, the number 4 seed, the 4-12 matchup, which is always intriguing. I like
4-13.
Oh, 4-13. Oh, okay. So then I messed up. 4-13. Okay. Ooh, this is going to be a classic, kind of nostalgic. So out of the South region, our 4 seed is The Undertaker, and he will be taking on Mick Foley.
We got a throwback, baby.
Yeah, man. I loves me a little bit of nostalgia.
We get Hell in a Cell match again?
I don't know. I would like to see more like Foley around like 98 when he won the title with
transitional champion twice, 2 times.
Yes, champion. But I mean, just how over he was. I would like to see that Foley against like American Badass Taker.
Oh, you don't want OVW Foley?
No, I don't want OVW Foley.
OVW Foley versus LFG. Is that called LFG?
Yeah, I don't want to see that, man. Why would I want to watch that right now?
Yeah, we gotta get late '90s Taker versus.
That train wreck would sound like
I want American. My favorite, Rich. I'm sorry, but you hated on the American Badass character, which is one of my favorite.
Oh, how can you? Oh man, but like, are we talking like? We're not talking like snakeskin pants. not when you had.
No, let's just do the late '90s. You know what I'm saying? We do American Badass versus the late '90s.
Taker against corporate champion Foley. Yes.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
Now we're going against the infamous. If you know basketball, infamous 12 versus 5 is always set up for 12 to win at least half of the time. They've won half of the games in like the last 4 or 5 years.
Yes, they have.
But we got this one. You got your man Chris Jericho.
Mm-hmm.
Been a champion everywhere you've been, right? Except for WCW.
WCW.
He did a cruiserweight, I think, in United States.
Mm-hmm.
Versus the werewolf himself, Jacob Fatu.
Yeah, depending on which version of Jericho we go with. No, not even. It doesn't matter what version of Jericho.
So this one is setting up for another 12 seed upset for me. But
I'm gonna go with you on this one.
But you got to tune in next week to find out.
Yes, but I'm gonna go with you on this one because I don't. Any version of Jericho ain't touching any version of Jacob Fatu.
Nope, not at all.
No, sir.
All right. Really not too much to talk about that because he's killing on the mic. He's killing in the ring. He's a future WWE champion in my eyes. But he got some years on him already. So he's
only 32 though. So he's got a lot of miles, but he don't have a lot of years. Like
I thought he was older than that.
Nah, he's only 32.
I thought he was like 36 or something like that.
He's on the back end of the game.
Oh, good.
He's on the younger end of the bunch. Him and Zilla.
Okay. Yeah, he was born 10 years after me. Yeah.
Yep.
7 kids though. At 32.
Yeah. might add a couple miles to your body there.
So this next one, 6 and 11 has a lot of upsets too, right?
Mm-hmm. I don't see it with this one though.
You got my main man, Mr. Four Horseman himself, Mr. Underrated wrestler of all time, one of my underrated, Arn Anderson against the Ric Flair Jay Lethal.
Ooh, that would be real fun.
I say that because we can just, it's a little throwback, because him and Flair had a few good bangers. Arn Anderson and Flair, right?
Yeah, they did. No, I think one of them was at a Clash of the Champions. One of them may have been on a major pay-per-view. Don't quote me on which one, but they did have a couple of.
Or do we want to do Black Machismo?
I would rather. I mean, he wrestled as Black Machismo. He didn't really wrestle as like.
No, yeah,
impersonated Flair. So I will go.
I think we got to go with Black. Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna go with Black Machismo, Jay Lethal. My favorite version of Jay Lethal because I'm such a huge, ginormous Macho Man fan.
Right.
So that was our first 6 and 11. So we're at 7 and 10. Here's another one that can kind of either go, one way or another. And I like this first 7-10 matchup.
So 7-10, 8-9, they go either way now.
Yeah, 7-10,
in the
8,
basketball.
9, what 6
and 11.
6 and 11, yeah. But this one I like. 7 seed out the South. We're going with Kane.
Man,
yeah. I'm thinking like see no evil Kane, like May 19th Kane, walk to the ring with the hook, all of that other stuff. But we got him against our number 10 seed out of the South, Jon Moxley. So there's definitely going to be some color. No spiked bats or whatever the hell it was from.
My god!
I can't watch it.
What was that guy's name? No, what's the weapon called? Is it Spike?
I don't know. I didn't watch it. I saw a highlight. I saw a clip, and I did not go. I have not went back to watch it because I can't. That's too gory for me, man. I can't do that. And I'm sure he got hit too hard because they couldn't even get the damn thing out of his back. It was.
So I don't really think that spot went as it went as planned.
I don't think it did either.
I think it went because I think it's back. It went a little bit further.
A little too far, yeah.
Yeah, he might not even meant to hit it like that, but the way the force that came down is to me
was bad.
Yeah,
it was really bad. Yeah, so hopefully he's doing well or doing better. But yeah, Kane versus Mox should be an interesting pairing. Like I said, just depending on which versions of guys that we're going with. Which version of Kane do you like? Would you use in this one? Mask or unmask?
We'll go unmask.
Unmask?
Yeah,
like see no evil kind of.
Because if it's mask, I don't think it'll be even if it's mask. Unmask.
No. Yeah, because if it's Mask Kane doesn't sell. He don't do none of that stuff. Moving forward, number 8 and 9. On paper, I like the 9 in this one. I'm going. We got Naito out of New Japan. Really, really big star over there. He's come over to America with New Japan and done some really good work. Against Batista, who I'm actually shocked that we didn't move up higher, but the 8-9 is kind of super unpredictable, on paper, but I already know where my heart's going with this one. I'm a big Dave Batista guy, so he's going to be my pick to come out on top here against Mr. Naito out of Japan.
Yeah.
And it don't matter which version of Batista. WrestleMania 21 version, 2005 Batista.
What?
2005.
We'll find out next week.
Next week.
All right, guys, that wraps up our South region. So to recap that real quick, we got number 1 seed John Cena versus R-Truth 16 seed, 2 seed Sting against 15 seed Mr. Yeet, 3 seed The Rock versus 14 seed Samoa Joe, 5 seed Jericho versus number 12 seed Mr. Werewolf Jacob Fatu, 6 seed Arn Anderson versus 11 seed Jay Lethal, 7 seed Kane versus 10 seed Jon Mox or Dean Ambrose. It depends which one you want. We'll find out. 8 seed, I don't pronounce that. Naito. He's going to go night against Batista.
And you forgot Taker and Foley at the 4.
Yes, 4. Taker and Foley.
4 and 30.
All right, guys.
That's our South region.
So we're gonna go. Let's go on and move over to the East region. We're gonna stay on that side of the map, right? Coming up with your number 1 seed in the East region, we have Mr. OTC. Throw the ones in the air as your number 1 seed in the East. He'll be taking on Ultimo Dragon. This is going to be your classic 1 vs. 16 wipeout.
Squash, sha. I mean, I could see Ultimo Dragon getting in some offense, but just too much power, too much strength, too much speed, too much dominance, too much tribal chief. So, I'm looking forward to this one being a complete squash, because I'm not afraid to admit that I'm a huge Roman mark. So
we know.
We know. It is what it is, man.
Hey, man, look, I'm not a hater on Roman. Well, remember after WrestleMania last year, you were down.
Yeah, I was down, and you cheered me up, and I still greatly appreciate that.
Yeah, because I got you a Roman hat. Because I felt really bad. I felt bad.
I felt bad. I sat on the couch for 45 minutes and didn't say a word. I wouldn't even talk about.
I was talking so much. I was talking so much trash to you on the Facebook page. She goes, "No, it's not time. It's not a good time right now."
It was not a good time. I felt like, man. I felt like somebody had stole my dog out the front yard. My big dog out the front yard.
But we knew that was the writing was on the wall.
Yeah, that don't mean I had to like it though.
I know. But you haven't been much of a Cody hater lately.
I haven't. I'm trying to stay quiet because he hasn't really done much for me to hate on. Like, now that it's WrestleMania season, and we're gearing up, and he's going to be on the mic more. I'll have more to critique in the next 30 days or so, or however. What's today? Yeah, in the next 28 days or so, because today is the 22nd. So, yeah.
Okay. But talking about that, I thought those promos really wasn't. It didn't do anything for me.
Nah. But I don't want to hate just yet because they're just getting started. So.
I know.
I'll save my hate.
I like John. I'm a John guy, so it just wasn't. It didn't do it for me, man.
No.
I mean, it was good, but
I think it'll get better though.
He ended it bad.
Yeah, left us hanging. I don't like that.
We're broken up. That's what
I'm breaking up. Dude, is that what you told Nikki? Is that what you said to Nikki too, or you just? I don't know. Whatever. Moving
but it's cool. Okay.
We
So we will talk about that. Oh,
did I lose you? You there?
In our number 2 seed, coming in the East region, Bret the Hitman Hart against Gunther. Could we see another 15-2 upset? It's very possible.
There's going to be a lot of rest holds and submissions in this. That would be a technical masterpiece. 100% technical masterpiece. Kind of can go either way. I do see, or I can see upset, but when you're talking Bret Hart, man, excellent execution. All the other taglines, best there is, best there was, best there will be. The promo battle will be trash because Bret's horrible on the mic. But I don't know, man. This one will be very, very a very good, technically sound wrestling match, like a for real wrestling match. This is what the purist would love to see. After
I think so. It's gonna be
getting his clavicle chopped off.
But I still
be really good.
I'm Bret right now versus Gunther. I still probably might take kind of lean towards Bret.
Mm-hmm.
It's something I have to think about, man.
Yeah,
it's a toss up to me, man. It's tough, man.
It is. It really is, and to have, because Gunther's so new to the game, but his impact has been pretty big recently. Is the reason why he made our selection. Putting him in there against a dude like Bret Hart, I don't know if he's ready.
Yeah, I know. But please tune in next week to find out.
In our number 3, is what we're doing, 313? 314. 314, we have your GOAT, your man, your favorite, the one and only, the coolest professional wrestler ever, my personal favorite member of the NWO, Mr. Scott Hall himself. At our number 3, rightfully so, by the selection committee, which consists of me and Brian. And his first round matchup is going to be against another one of our guys, which should be pretty fun because just the banter between the two. So we're going Scott Hall against Swerve in the first round. Should be a pretty.
Oh man, goodness, why? Oh my god!
Super entertaining. Like, I could actually see like Scott Hall mocking Prince Nana dancing and all. I really could, man. Like I could really envision that if Scott Hall was still with us. But yeah, man. I mean, listen. Nobody said that these matchups was all going to be, chalk and pushovers and cakewalks, man. You get to the big dance, anything could happen. So I would love to see prime Scott Hall, Razor Ramon type Scott Hall against Swerve, man. That would be pretty fun. I would even go early NWO Scott Hall against Swerve. That one would be really fun. Thoughts? Concerns? I mean, once you heard the pair, it was like, it's tough. It's because it's tough. You're right.
I'm torn between these two. I love Swerve. That's why.
I hear you.
And he's been a world champion.
Yes, he has. Was he world? He wasn't world champion at Lucha Underground, though, was he?
No, he's world champion at AEW.
I just wasn't sure if he was world champion at Lucha Underground at all. I fell off.
He was a world champion. He was the inaugural world champion, I think not inaugural, but when they brought back MLW, he's the world champion. He beat Riddle for it.
Okay.
I'm torn, dog. I'm torn.
That's gonna be a tough one. That's gonna be a tough one to call. But I mean, that's what makes it fun. That's what makes it fun.
Okay.
So 412 out the South region, or 413. I'm sorry, 413 out the South region. We got Booker T at number 4, 5-time WCW champ against we going. He got a tough draw. Drew Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
I don't know, man.
That one, man. Just think about that. That one will be a fire one too. I loved Ricky Steamboat. Super technically sound. Just like did everything the right way. Can't really recall a bad Ricky Steamboat match. Not like the Dragon where Vince had him in the whole gimmick and with the torch. And I ain't talking about all that. I'm talking about Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Can't really recall too many bad Ricky the Dragon Steamboat matches from when I started watching wrestling. And you can't really go wrong putting a guy like Ricky Steamboat in there with a dude like Booker T, man. Like it's just
you got
two professionals in there.
Is the crowd gonna start chanting? Hulk Hogan, we coming for you. Hulk Hogan, we coming for you. Like he did when he walked in.
When he walked into NXT, that was hilarious. Yeah. He thought that was funny too. I would go.
They did it with your girl Tessa Blanchard too.
They did. Yeah.
Tessa, we coming for you.
They did. I hope the crowd makes her never want to wrestle again. But yeah, I would go like NWA champ Ricky Steamboat against WCW champ Booker T. I think that's the best version of these two that we would get, and that would be a hell of a match.
Even though he should have put Zilla Fatu over, but he didn't.
Should, yeah, you know.
I don't want to talk about that though. Let's not talk about that.
It's your own company. You do what you want. Yeah.
I know. Oh, okay. We got 5. The infamous 5 versus 12 out of the East. Mr. Perfect Kurt Hannon against Edge. Oh boy.
It's good. Yeah. It's getting tough to call, ain't it? It's getting real tough to call, ain't it? Yeah. That's what makes this fun. You already know where I'm going. Anybody that could throw a touchdown pass to themselves, I'm sold, man. Like, I'm sold. I know it's still real to me, damn it. Anybody that could throw a touchdown pass to themselves like 65 yards in the air, I can't book you to lose. Book you to lose. But no, in all honesty, though, like, if this were to have really happened, if we were to get these two guys in their prime, I think that this would be probably like 5-star match of the year caliber, man. Like, you got a guy in there like Kurt Hennig who does no wrong. You get a dude in there like Edge who when he's hitting on all cylinders, he's putting on like classic 5-star classic fire matches, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I would put, honestly, I would go IC champ, Mr. Perfect, IC champ Kurt Hennig against like the beginning rated R superstar, like right when he was on the climb, when he first won his first WWE title, when he had Lita, and or I would even go Money in the Bank winner Edge on this
Yeah.
one. The ultimate opportunist Edge, like what was that, like 07 or so, something like that,
Yeah.
somewhere around there. Yeah, that was when
So I just want to everybody know we have some tough bookings to come up with this week.
we do.
This is our bookings,
We do.
but we'll get there. But all right. So let's just move on to number 6 seed. You got Kurt Angle as the 6, one-on-one with the Demon, Finn Balor.
Yeah. Ooh.
The Demon. Yep.
It just gets tougher. It just gets tougher. Which version of Kurt are we using? Are we going
TNA Kurt.
TNA Kurt Angle? You think that was his best version, like of himself? That was
Yeah. He was
Okay.
a menace in TNA, man.
Yeah, absolutely right. Absolutely right. Yeah. I mean, I feel like all of that started once the mouthpiece came in. Like when he started using the mouthpiece in WWE, when he was with Daivari and all that. But yeah.
And he did that evil laugh.
Mm-hmm. But TNA Kurt Angle was a menace. You are absolutely right.
Out of respect to Kurt Angle, he don't want to be called what he used to get called, Perk
Angle no more.
So I'm not going to call him that anymore.
No, it's Peak Angle now. So Peak Angle in TNA. I like that.
Ooh. Oh my goodness. This next one. I'll let you go.
Go
ahead.
What are we at? 7 and 10 right now?
Oh yeah. Oh my goodness.
My all-time favorite Samoan wrestler.
No, Roman is.
No, Roman's my favorite right now, but like all-time, my favorite member of the Anoa'i family that actually stepped in ring and competed is the one and only Yokozuna.
Okay.
My favorite member. He's always been my favorite member. So we got Yokozuna in the East region at number 7 with a tough draw. I feel like he could pull it off, but stranger things have happened. But our number 10 out of the East region is the one and only Moose. My favorite New England Patriot. And that says a lot because I can't stand the damn Patriots. But no, yeah, man. Current version of Moose, like TNA champion, member of the system, Moose, like right at the peak against like 1993 Yokozuna, Royal Rumble winning at WrestleMania, just tore through the whole WWE before he got body slammed by Lex Luger on the USS Intrepid. Yeah, so I mean the booking is gonna get tougher, man. But yeah, we got Yokozuna and Moose coming in at our 7-10. What was that? Did I lose you again? I think I may have. We were having some technical difficulties. I'm not sure if what's going on the other end, but I'm going to keep it moving. So our 8-9 in the East, not my favorite. He got in like we're going to call this man the North Carolina of our wrestling tournament, since Brian, lobbied for him to get in. He even tried to make him a 1 seed. I
was joking.
No, you weren't. You really wanted him to be a 1 seed because we know how you feel. It's cool. All of that.
I want him to be a 1 seed because you love him so much.
It's that West Coast air. That's what's getting. It's getting to you. It's getting to you.
No, you love him so much. That's why.
Yeah, sure. Really do love a wrestler that's the same size as Andre. So our number 8 out of the East is unfortunately Rey Mysterio.
And he's gonna get destroyed
by Antonio Inoki, greatest Japanese wrestler in my opinion, probably ever.
He's getting destroyed.
Whatever gets Rey out in the first round, he could have been a 16 for all I care. But yeah, Rey and Antonio Inoki rounding out that East region.
All right. So we'll recap real quick, guys. Number 1 seed, Roman Reigns against Ultimo Dragon. We have number 2 seed, Bret Hart versus Gunther. 3 seed, Scott Hall against Swerve. 4 seed Booker T. Is it King Booker?
We going.
I know.
WCW
Yeah, I
Booker.
know. And Ricky the Steamboat. 5 seed Mr. Perfect against Edge. 6 seed Kurt Angle against Finn Balor. 7 seed Yokozuna against Moose. 8 seed Rey Mysterio versus Antonio Inoki. He's getting destroyed.
Getting destroyed and stretched. Ray might be 6'5" by the time he gets done in that ring with Antonio Inoki.
So now we're going to move it on to the Midwest region.
Midwest region. Since I'm originally from the Midwest, I will take the liberties of kicking this off for that and for many other reasons. So our number 1 seed out of the Midwest is my all-time favorite, and like I've said before many, many times, the man who I named my youngest son after, which is the reason why his ass is so small. My number 1 seed out of the Midwest is the one and only 8th wonder of the world, Andre the Giant, who will be taking on Kazuchika Okada in the first round.
Feel sorry for him.
Don't really see Okada doing too much besides getting in just a couple chops, maybe a poke in the eye, but typical 1 versus 16 on this one. I'm gonna go ahead and give Andre the win. Now, if he gets voted to get upset, then some of y'all are just trying to troll. But I think that we are in agreement that this matchup is a foregone conclusion. Our number 2 seed, another original Midwest guy like myself from Downers Grove, Illinois, Macho Man Randy Savage, and he will be taking on his WrestleMania 4 main event opponent, Ted DiBiase. I like this one.
Sorry, $1 Million Man, you can't buy your way out of this match.
Can't buy your way out of this one, and it ain't gonna be no Virgil to help you. Ain't gonna be no IRS to help you. I'm rocking with Macho Man on this one too.
All right. So we're gonna go. Just kick it off right now. The number 3 seed, we got Seth freaking Rollins going 1-on-1 with Solo Sikoa. Yeah. I don't really do too much to get into that. I don't think Solo's being Seth Rollins.
No, not at all. It's not going to be no squash, but it'll be competitive.
Yeah,
it'll be competitive.
Yeah, I think so. And at 4 seed, you got the man in charge down in the E, Triple H, going 1-on-1 with Mr. Lex Luger.
Now this one seems interesting. Again, depending on which versions of the guys, are we going the game Triple H when he came back with the jacket, and after, we're going that like after he bulked up, and are we going total package Lex Luger? We going narcissist Lex Luger? We going Made in America Lex Luger? We going
total package
Lex Luger? We're going United longest reigning United States champion Lex Luger.
Let's do total package.
Like after he got put out of the 4 Horsemen, the original total package. Because remember, he changed his name in like 2000 to just the total package.
The one when he got the red and yellow man in the torture rack and made him tap out for the title.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. We'll do that. Yep, I like that version. I mean, there ain't really too many versions of Luger to actually like, but yeah, we'll go with that. We'll go with that.
And we got the jean jacket game Triple H.
Jean jacket game Triple H. Yes. All right, 5. What are we at? 5 and 12 right now.
Yep.
Ooh, this one could have really happened if things were different in the 90s. Shawn Michaels versus Bob Backlund.
I like that.
Yeah, like that really could have happened. Like if Shawn were in that championship spot when Brett was in 94, I think we could have got a couple of, if he was still a face, or you could have tried to turn Shawn Michaels back face in the midst of turning Bob Backlund heel. But I would go Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels against original champion Bob Backlund though, like from the 80s. 70s, 80s, whenever the hell he won it, because he was champion. He was a champion when we were born. Like he was an active WWF champion when you and I were born.
But we'll have to figure it out. We still got to figure it out.
Yeah, I mean, no, but that's the version of Bob Backlund that I would put in this tournament, like peak Bob Backlund, champion Bob Backlund against against Shawn Michaels at his apex as the Heartbreak Kid.
Okay.
After Marty Jannetty jumped out the window, you know.
Yeah.
And then our number 6, we're going Eddie Guerrero. Ooh, this is gonna be a tough one.
Yeah.
Eddie Guerrero versus Harley Race. The
WWE champion Eddie Guerrero.
Eddie Guerrero against NWA champion Harley Race.
No, it's not Harley Race.
It's not Harley Race?
It's Scott Steiner.
Oh, it is Scott. Oh, okay. I must have. Are we? What are we at? 6? Oh, yeah, 6 and 11. My bad. Yeah. Okay. Eddie. Ooh, contrasting styles. It's gonna be a lot of speed versus a lot of power.
Yep.
What version of Scott Steiner are we using? Are we using Steiner math or? Are we going tag team sometime single star, or are we going Big Papa Pump Steiner?
Big Papa Pump. You have to.
I kind of like younger Scott Steiner before the blonde hair, when his offense was a little more innovative and he was flying around a little more, especially in there with a dude like Eddie Guerrero, because you would get that type. You know what I'm saying? Like you would get that type of match, a lot of high spots and stuff like that. But I mean, we could go Big Papa Pump.
Okay.
Long as it's not Steiner math, Big Papa Pump. We good. Long as it's not TNA Scott Steiner, we cool.
No.
Nah, not Steiner math, Scott Steiner. Not Steiner math, Scott Steiner.
All right. On our 7th seed, we got Bray Wyatt going 1-on-1 with CM Punk.
Ooh. I know where you go. I know which way you swaying on this one.
But I ain't gonna say nothing right now.
I know which way you swaying on this one. Where's your can of Pepsi at?
I'm just letting you know. I don't know yet. I'm not gonna say anything.
Yeah,
I don't want to talk about it.
You be drinking a Dr. Pepper during that match?
Maybe.
Yeah, that one would be super interesting though. I would. Did they ever? They never had a match.
No,
I don't think they did. Yeah, Punk was gone by the time he was still Husky Harris. Yeah, because remember he was like the leader of the New Nexus. I think that was the Husky Harris version of Mr. Wyndham Rotunda. But yeah, that one should be interesting too. I'm kind of on the fence. I like both guys. You know,
yeah,
kind of on the fence. So where are we at? We're at 8-9 right now.
All right, my 8. We got Tito Santana going 1-on-1 with Big Fan Vader.
Them 8-9s, man, they tricky.
I think we got another
low seed upset on this one.
It's not really upset. 8-9's not an upset.
That's really not. That's true. That is a coin flip.
I know where I'm going, but I don't want to reveal it right now. So, all right, let's just get right into the last region. It's the West region. I'll let you kick it off.
All right, number 1 seed in the West. A lot of people's favorites. One of mine all-time favorites. WWE Mount Rushmore, multi-time champion.
Cat Dad.
Cat Dad. Beer slanger. Probably sold more T-shirts in between 1998 and like 2010 than anybody that I've ever seen in the sport of professional wrestling. But not only Stone Cold Steve Austin.
True, he's still selling T-shirts.
Still selling T-shirts, yes. And this is yeah. I would have loved to have seen this back at the Sportatorium back in the day. So we got Stone Cold Steve Austin as our number 1 seed in the West. His draw in the first round is Kerry Von Erich.
Okay.
So that one would be interesting. I would go, pre-accident Kerry, NWA Kerry, not NWA, but what was the WCCW Kerry Von Erich against Stone Cold. No other version of Steve Austin, but like peak Steve Austin against WCCW Kerry Von Erich. I think that one would be really fun. Just like a lot of other matches in this tourney, contrast of styles. You got the brawler, and you just got like the technically sound, heir to the throne of Southern wrestling to an extent with Kerry Von Erich. So I do like that matchup a lot. Our number 2 seed out of the West is the one and only Dream himself, Dusty Rhodes, and we have him matched up with Jeff Hardy.
Okay.
Yeah, we got the Dream matched up with Jeff Hardy. So that one, I don't know. If the Dream be able to keep him grounded, he might be able to pull it off. But if Jeff can speed up the tempo, because Dream wasn't the best conditioned fella out there. He could go for an hour, but he wasn't the best conditioned fella out there. So that one would be pretty interesting to see too. At the 2 verse 15, we got Dusty and Brother Nero.
Okay. Let's see. Now we're coming in at number 3 seed in the West. You got the man, the myth, the legend, the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. Woo! Going one-on-one with
a familiar face.
Yeah, Terry Gordy.
Terry Bam Bam Gordy.
That'll be a familiar face. We'll see what's going to happen on that. Yeah. And at the 4th seed, we got the man itself, Mr. RKO, Mr. Hit It Out of Nowhere, Randy Orton. He's going one-on-one with, say his name and he'll appear, Joe Henry. Yeah. Say his name and he'll appear.
Well, let me check and see if he popped up anywhere. No? Okay.
So, yeah, we got some interesting matchups coming up. So
yeah, definitely some interesting ones to round out the tournament. So we are here we go. Here's my number 12 seed. My 5 versus 12. Our current WWE champion, Cody Rhodes, facing off against one of his dad's old nemesis from back in the day, Harley Race.
Okay.
So I would take this current version of Cody because this current version of I won't. Give me Bomber Jacket Cody. Give me New Japan Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
Bomber Jacket brown hair Cody, who gave us some of the best promo work in his entire career against we're gonna go with the NWA champion version.
Yeah, you have to. Peak Harley versus Free Cody, so to speak. So that is our 5 versus 12. Our 6, this 6 seed, kind of a surprise even when I made him a 6 seed, but I have such a healthy respect for what this man's done throughout his wrestling career, and he's so underrated and he doesn't get the love that he deserves. My number 6 seed out of the West is Rick Martel, not the model, but Rick Martel, AWA champion Rick Martel. And I got him, I got him going up against one of the biggest, one of my guys, big Kevin Nash. At the number 11 spot. I mean, Nash kind of fell to 11 for me because, I don't know if this might just be personal opinion, but a lot of his backstage stuff kind of dropped him for me. He didn't really have very long, and not to his fault in WCW, that he didn't really have very long title runs because we all know who was there during that time. But I mean, I've always had a healthy respect for Kevin Nash. So yeah, I'm gonna go AWA Rick Martel against. How you feel about the Diesel version of Kevin Nash? Since that was kind of like where he. I dig it. I can dig that.
Okay, then we're gonna go with the Diesel version of Kevin Nash against the model Rick Martel in our 6 versus 11 in the West.
Okay, so coming in, where we go? We're coming up. We're finishing it up, guys. 7 seed, we got Barry Windham coming up against the Great Muta.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, this could be that'll be a tough one.
Yeah, that's gonna be super tough because then oh wow, you got Barry who grew up in the business, and then the Great Muta who was just phenomenal, man. Like Great Muta is like what Shohei Ohtani is to baseball now, or you know what I'm saying? He's just something that we've never ever seen and probably will never ever see again. And I mean, it's in his name. Greatness is in his name. Like, you know. So
who will be our last 2 in?
We have in our 8-9 matchup to round out this tournament. We have the phenomenal Uncle Alan Neil Jones, aka AJ Styles,
against
Ron Simmons. So
which one?
Champion Ron Simmons. Champion Jerry Curl Ron Simmons against which version of AJ? We going TNA AJ or New Japan AJ?
New Japan
AJ.
So into TNA, into New Japan. So
into New Japan. Okay, yeah. That works for me. That works for me. Man, this first round looks pretty interesting, man. It's gonna be fun going through these next couple weeks.
yeah. So the brackets are the brackets are set. So you're gonna have to tune in next week to find out who is gonna be our March Madness champion of wrestling.
Who's gonna move on? Who's gonna move on?
So, guys, that's all we have time for today. Thanks for tuning in to this week's episode. Today we covered our March Madness selection show bracket for wrestling. But we'll be back. In fact, you can expect a new episode every Monday. Quick reminder how you can support us again: YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, X, Twitch, Apple, and Spotify. Take care, everybody. Until next time, peace.